Welcome back to this explainer. Today, we're breaking down an incredibly innovative educational curriculum that tackles a subject that a lot of adults still struggle with, financial literacy. But it does so by completely flipping the script for kids. Instead of dry math and complex jargon, this curriculum actually gamifies financial education. It frames the entire learning process as a superhero origin story, literally turning basic economic principles into superpowers. Let's see exactly how this transforms the way young learners look at money.
Okay, let's dive into this. The baseline experience for a lot of kids, and let's be totally honest, adults too, when dealing with money, is just this feeling of deep financial confusion and anxiety. Money is intimidating, right? But the curriculum we're analyzing today asks a brilliant question. How can we take that inherent childhood financial anxiety and channel it into superpowers? The answer is all in the narrative. By gamifying financial literacy, the program aims to completely bypass that fear and replace it with something incredibly empowering.
Section 1, The Origin Story, Phase 1.
Now, what's really interesting about this is that in this curriculum, an origin story isn't about getting bitten by a radioactive spider. No, it's a foundational narrative intentionally designed to shift a child's fundamental identity right from the start. The whole goal is to get the child to stop seeing themselves as just a passive participant in the economy and start viewing themselves as a highly capable manager of their own wealth. It's a profound psychological reset. Notice the exact psychological evolution taking place here. We start at baseline with a completely confused child. That's our hero before they discover their powers. But through the animation and the heavy engagement built right into the program, the child evolves into a confident decision-maker. The curriculum doesn't just throw facts at them. It actively guides young learners through this transition from feeling totally lost to stepping into a role of ultimate confidence.
Section 2, The Superpower Toolkit, Phase 2.
Let's move to the next phase and see how this builds, because every superhero needs a toolkit, right? This curriculum breaks down complex economics into 4 core, highly manageable modular skills. First up, we have the language of money. You literally can't fight a battle if you don't know the terrain, so mastering currency is step 1. Second is the literal superpower of saving. It frames consistent saving habits not as some boring chore, but as a powerful ability that you wield. Third is the wisdom to prioritize needs, which is absolutely crucial for smart decision-making. And finally, putting the whole shebang together into a repeatable plan. By mastering these 4 steps, the child isn't just learning to budget. They're equipping themselves with a really empowering toolkit for life.
Section 3, From Anxiety to Agency, Phase 3.
So, the crucial point is that this before and after state represents the true real-world impact of this pedagogical approach. Gamifying financial literacy directly attacks those negative feelings of financial anxiety and confusion. It actively replaces them with a profound sense of agency and confidence. It's really all about personal empowerment. When a child actually understands how money works, they aren't afraid of it anymore. They control it.
The curriculum firmly plants this brand new identity into the child's mind. A key affirmation tells them that they are, quote, not just a kid with a piggy bank anymore. Think about how powerful that is to a young learner. It takes a very standard, almost cliché childhood object, the piggy bank, and elevates the child far beyond it. They're affirming their new powerful role. They are officially a financial superhero.
So, why does framing education this way actually matter so much? Well, this meta-narrative serves a few highly practical purposes. First, it consolidates learning. It wraps all those separate skills, the saving, the prioritizing, the planning, into one cohesive, memorable concept. Second, it firmly affirms that new, capable identity we just talked about. But lastly, and honestly, most importantly, it sets the stage for the future. The curriculum includes a motivational message encouraging continued practice and application of these skills. Because hey, superheroes have to train to keep their powers sharp, and the exact same goes for personal wealth management.
Which leaves us with a final thought for today. The real beauty of this curriculum is that while it's designed specifically for young learners, the core philosophy basically applies to all of us. No matter where you're starting from right now, you have the ability to shift your mindset, learn the language of money, and build your own toolkit. So I'll leave you with this question to chew on. How will you write your financial origin story? Thank you so much for joining me on this explainer today, and I'll catch you next time as we continue to break down the world's most fascinating ideas.